So you're browsing on a website and everything seems awesome. And all of a sudden pop-up appears. Yeah, I know, most likely you hate pop-ups, most of us do. But there is a clear reason why we use them. It's because they convert really well. So if you're interested how to create pop-ups with the Kadence Conversions, then dive in because I'm gonna show you. Now what I'm going to show you today is some cool pop-ups you can create. For example, I'm gonna show you how to create a classic pop-up like the one you see on the screen right now. I'm gonna show you how to create a cookies banner like the one here below. I'm gonna show you how to create a conditional pop-ups. For example, if I go to the cart page, then you'll see that this pop-up appears, and this appears only if product called Stockholm Tour is added to the cart. If I remove it and refresh it, then no pop-up will appear. So in this way you can target your campaigns even more effectively. Also, I'm gonna show you how to create a mini cart like the one here below. If I click on it, it opens up. If I add something to the cart, it also opens up, and I can change the quantities here or remove products. What else you can do? Well, you can create custom links that open the pop-up. For example, get in touch button opens my contact bar. What else I can do? I can create a fast checkout like the one you see right now. I click on it, it opens up my cart page. I can customize the quantities. I can choose shipping methods, and I can go to the checkout page to finish the deal. Those are only a couple of pop-ups you can create with Kadence Conversions. Basically, your own imagination is only the limit. So let's start by diving in. Now, first things first, Kadence Conversion is a premium plugin. That means it's not a free plugin. It costs $69 per year, but if you take a look at the description of this video, there is a link with a nice 10% coupon code for you. If you use it, then you'll get 10% off. It's an unlimited sites license for 1 year. If you're interested in other Kadence products, for example, Kadence Blocks Pro or ShopKit, then you can get the full bundle for $199. And once again, if you're using my link and my coupon code, you'll get 10% off. Now when this is out of the way, let's go and create some pop-ups. After installing the plugin, you'll see the conversions menu here. If you open up the dashboard, you'll see the analytics. That is, you'll see how your pop-ups perform. It's today, all my pop-ups have had 35 views and 4 conversions. You can also see them separately here. Under the settings, you can enable the local analytics. That means the one you'll see on the dashboard. Or you can enable the Google Analytics events tracking. If you don't do it here, you can activate them separately for every pop-up you create later. Under the all conversion items, you see all the pop-ups you have created. You'll see the name, whether it's published or not. I can easily deactivate them. You'll see the pop-up type, trigger, where it is shown. For example, this one is shown on our entire site, but this one here is shown only on 2 pages. I have set this up in a way that it is displayed only on cart and checkout page. Visibility rules, who's the author, what is the time it's published. Under the screen options, you can disable the information that is not relevant for you. In order to create a conversion item, click on Add New. And now you can choose whether it's a pop-up, slide in, or a banner. Let's start with a pop-up here. There are a bunch of templates you can use, or you can start blank. For this example, let's open up this one here. Let's give it the title, for example, Homepage Pop-up New. Now as you see, good old Gutenberg is used here to customize the pop-ups. I have also installed a Gutenberg Blocks by Kadence Blocks plugin because it gives me more flexibility and I can use Gutenberg as a page builder. Now if you click on element, you'll see that there is a conversion item here. There is a tree you can use. If I click here, it's a conversion item. There are a bunch of information displayed here. First, launch triggers. When will this pop-up be launched? Whether it's on time delay, for example, after 5 seconds. On exit intent. What is exit intent? It means if someone moves the mouse away from the browser window, then your site recognizes it and it will display the pop-up. Scroll distance, for example, display the pop-up if user has scrolled down 500 pixels. End of a content, display it if someone has reached the bottom of the site. Display it on load, that means every time someone arrives on the page, immediately the pop-up is shown. Or use a custom link. That means grab this trigger link and add it wherever you would like to add it. I'm going to show you how to use it later. This time we're going to set up the time delay, 5 seconds. Conversion settings, the type is pop-up. I'm going to enable it. And the conversion goal is submit form. If someone submits a form, then the conversion goal is reached. I can also select the click button here and add the button class. But I have added a form here, this one. That means if someone submits a form, the conversion is calculated. Next one is repeat control. That means whether I would like to display this pop-up every time or if someone closes it, then it will not be shown. This would be wise to enable, and I set the cookies for 30 days. On the goal event, if someone fills the form and submits it, then 90 days. If I do that, then my users are not as annoyed, because if I display the pop-up on every site, then it's gonna be such an annoyance for everybody. Next one, position settings, center, left, right, vertical line, top, middle or bottom. I'm going to set it back to the middle, center. Size settings, how wide you would like it to be. Height, whether it's auto, minimum height or full screen height. Container styling, you can set the background color, border color and so on. Overlay settings, you can set the overlay image, for example this one here, or overlay color. And now the fancy stuff, where I would like this pop-up to be shown. I would like it to be shown only on front page. I can also set the exclusions, for example, show on entire page, but don't show on front page. So there are a bunch of options here. Target visitors, whether I would like to show it for all users, logged out users, logged in users, or I can even target user roles. Or I can set it to display all users except logged in users. Next rule section is even more fancy than the previous one. I can target WooCommerce cart. That means display this pop-up only when the cart total is 100 euros or more, or less than 100 euros, or only show if cart contains product Safari in Serengeti, or display always but hide it if the Safari in Serengeti product is added to the cart. This way you can target all sorts of audiences with the pop-ups. Next one, show on all devices or show on desktop and tablet. I'm not gonna show it on mobiles because Google penalizes your site if it displays pop-ups in a way that users are not seeing the content here. You can target the request, that is, show this pop-up only if the query strings in URL contains this or that. You can show it based on referrer domain. For example, if someone comes from Facebook link, then display this. Or you can use cookies also. I can schedule it. For example, display it from today until Thursday. I can set the times here. Or I can enable recurring scheduling. Display it on every Monday from 9 to 11, for example. As you see, there are a bunch of rules here you can set up, which makes this tool an awesome marketing tool. Some animation settings, fade in, fade out, and so on. Set them up here. Now the close button is the one you see here, whether it is inside or outside. I like it to be inside. Alignment, left, center, right. I like it to be right here. Whether it's text or icon. I like the icon more, and some styling options also here. Now, in order to keep the tutorial short, I'm not gonna customize the pop-up because you can do it by yourself. One more thing I would like to display though is that Kadence blocks, this plugin here, allows you to also create forms. So add your forms here any way you like, but if you don't like it, then you can add your own forms. For example, I use Fluent Forms a lot. I can add a Fluent Forms shortcode here and it will display the form as I like. But if you use Kadence block, then all the form settings are here. There is a row layout. There is a background image. You see this one here. 2 columns. First column contains advanced text block here and here. Form and nothing else. There is a form. I can set up what happens after the form submit. Email is sent, but I can also connect it with Fluent CRM, Sendinblue, MailChimp, Webhook, ActiveCampaign. And if I choose database entry, then all the submissions are displayed in my database. I can set up the email that the information is sent. What did we do? It will be displayed 5 seconds after landing on the page. Conversion is set up for submitting the form, and it displayed only on front page. Now I'm gonna publish it. Next I'm gonna open up my site in a private window, and after the 5 seconds the pop-up appears. Let's add some random email here. Done. And I'm gonna go and create another pop-up here. So add new. I'm gonna choose banner. I'm gonna choose this template here. Give it the title. Customize it as I like. Once again, the Kadence blocks has been used here. It's a row layout. This one here is an info box. And there are 2 buttons here. Just add your own links. Now let's set up the triggers. It will be triggered after the scroll distance of 400 pixels. Conversion settings, click button, and there is a goal specific button class. Take a look, conversion button class is added here. So take a look, if someone clicks on this accept button, there is a button to settings, and as you see, add custom CSS class, it contains conversion button. If someone clicks this button, then system knows that conversion has been made. So next one, target pages. I would like it to be shown on entire site, so I leave it as it is. Under the repeat control, cookie is set for 30 days or 90 days after the conversion. Everything is done. I'm gonna publish it. I'm gonna open up my site. Scroll down, and there it is. A nice banner. And a nice pop-up. If I close the pop-up we created earlier and open up any other page, no pop-up here. This banner appears. If I click on accept and open up something else, then nope, no banner is shown. And this means it's time to create another pop-up, and we're going to create a slide-in pop-up which will be shown only on checkout and cart pages, only if a specific product is added to the cart. So I'm going to choose slide in. I'm going to choose this template, give it the title, select conversion item, position setting, it's going to be on left. Now I'm going to select this row layout. Under the background settings, I'm going to select this image, modify the text, 20% off for the first buyers. I'm going to modify the text. Since you have added Christmas fun in Tallinn in your cart, you may also consider adding Stockholm tour to your cart. I'm going to link this button to the Stockholm tour product here. Now back to the conversion items. Launch trigger is time delay, 3 seconds. Conversion settings is click button. I'm going to give it a class conversion button, this one here. And close conversion on goal event. I'm not going to set up the repeat control, and target pages are, I'm going to select single pages individually, and the pages are cart and checkout page. Next, I'm gonna target only mobile and tablet and nothing else. One more thing, I have to target the WooCommerce cart. Only show this pop-up if specific products are added to the cart. So I'm gonna select products. It will be shown only if Christmas fun in Tallinn is added to the cart. So update. Let's refresh the cart page. There is no Christmas fun in Tallinn. As you see, no pop-up is shown. Let's add this product to the cart, this one here. And after 3 seconds, our pop-up has arrived. Simple, isn't it? Now, since we're already messing with WooCommerce, let's create a mini cart down below on our site. So back to the dashboard, add new conversion item. I'm gonna choose slide in, start blank, and now search for mini cart block. It's a default WooCommerce block. If you have WooCommerce installed, then it's already active for you. You can use it wherever you want. I'm gonna hide cart price and open up the conversion item settings here. Launch trigger is on load. Conversion settings. I'm not gonna enable analytics. No repeat control. I'm gonna set it minimum height to 70 pixels and width also 70 pixels. Under the container styling, I'm gonna set border radius to 100 pixels since I want it to be circle. I'm gonna set margin right 20 pixels and bottom 40 pixels. Padding top 10 pixels, right 0, left 0 and bottom 0, although I think left should be 10. So target pages, entire site, target devices, desktop and tablet, maybe also mobile if needed. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. Close settings, I don't need any close button here, so I'm gonna disable this one. So I'm gonna publish, go to about page. There it is. Needs some tweaking though, it seems to me. Some padding is needed. So padding left 10 pixels, update, refresh, and much better. One more thing, I'm gonna select this one here and add to cart behavior is open cart drawer. What will it do for me is if I go to the shop page and add something to the cart, it will open up here. Also, if I click on it, it will open up. And it literally took me basically less than 2 minutes to set it up. Awesome, isn't it? Now we have only 2 nifty pop-ups to go, so let's give it a go by going to conversion items and let's add new one. I'm gonna choose slide in. I'm gonna choose this template. Give it a title. First I'm gonna select the conversion item. Next I'm gonna go to the size settings. Height, minimum height is, I'm gonna choose view height 100%. I can set the width. I'm gonna set the view width is 30%. Container styling, background color. Let's add this one here. Done. Now I'm gonna delete this one here, and in order to keep it short, I'm just gonna show what I will do. I'm gonna add a info list here. Next I'm gonna set the padding for the conversion items. It's gonna be 40 pixels right and 40 pixels left. Next I'm gonna add a advanced text block as a heading, send us an email. And then I'm gonna add my own contact form here. Launch triggers, it's gonna be custom link. This one here. Conversion settings, no analytics, no repeat control. And I'm gonna leave everything as it is. So now I'm gonna copy this trigger link here and I'm gonna publish it. Next I'm gonna go and add this link wherever I want. For example, if I would like to add it on a page, I can do that. For example, I'm gonna add a button see more, add this link here, update it, view page, button is here, and if I click it will open up. So instead I'm gonna go to the appearance, I'm gonna open up the customizer. Since I'm using Blocksy theme, I can add all sorts of elements in my header. I added a button, added a title get in touch. Now I'm gonna add this link here, customize it as I like, for example add icon and so on. I'm gonna publish it, refresh the page, open it up. Now I need to tweak it a bit, so I'm gonna open up conversion item, container styling, top padding for example 70 pixels, update, refresh, test, almost there, maybe 100 pixels, customize the close settings here, it's gonna be inside the box, white, padding top 50 pixels, update and test. Well, works like a charm. Okay, last one. In the same way I'm gonna add another conversion item, slide in, start blank, header cart as a title. Now I'm gonna search for cart block here, not mini cart but cart. Once again it comes with a WooCommerce. Now back to the conversion items, launch triggers, custom link, size settings, height, minimum height is view height 100, maximum width, view width 100, container styling 70 pixel top padding and a bit more right and left. Now close settings, inside box, a bit larger, maybe 30 pixels, and padding 50 pixels. So far so good. I'm gonna publish it. I'm gonna grab the trigger link, go to customizer, add another button here, change the link, publish, refresh, test, and boom, there it is. I can tweak it as I like if needed, but in order to keep it short, I'm not gonna do it. Now one more thing. Let's see what happens if I delete this one here and I add a checkout block here. Let's update it and refresh it. Take a look. If I click here, I can even add a checkout page here. But you be careful because this block has some issues with third-party shipping and payment gateways. For example, let's go to the checkout page itself so you'll see what I mean by that. As you see, I have a third-party payment gateway here, but if I open it up, it doesn't show here. So if you're using some third-party payment gateways or shipping methods, then this may not work for you. But if you're using default ones, then this way you can also create a fast checkout page like the one you see here. What you can do here is if you click, you can enable or disable fields. For example, if you don't need an apartment, then just disable it. Hide or show step numbers, whether to require phone number, and so on. At the moment I'm gonna remove it and add cart back here. If I choose this one, I can also display the shipping calculator. Okay, so far so good. Last test, works well. Updates the quantities, removes the items, which means everything is working well. Now, before you go, wait. If you find this tutorial helpful, then press thumbs up, this one here. And take a look at this side of the screen. It contains 2 good videos. I think you may find them useful. Meanwhile, take care. Bye.